just bluntly brings up, so, where are we off to next? Oh, I got the notes finished right here, by the way. Told us like pages through, like, I didn't really intake any of it, because I was just busy writing, but, you know, whenever I got a moment. Lambert's in the midst of holding the arrow and, like, examining it. Prior to Redain and Rojo's return, he did confirm to the rest of you, it is very similar to the bolt fire, which is say it is distinctly featureless.
It is mechanically well made, and that's all it is.
It is a bolt.
An
Arrow.
Arrow.
It doesn't have any particularly blatant signs of who made it, craftsmanship. It's not even a well-made arrow, technically. It's just an arrow, but that's the thing. It's... You wouldn't be able to pinpoint where the feathers came from. You wouldn't be able to pinpoint where the wood came from. You wouldn't be able to pinpoint where the arrowhead came from. You wouldn't know where this arrow came from in terms of craftsmanship. Not unless you were an immensely world-traveling and accomplished smith, which push X to doubt on all of you.
Yeah.
Turn back or face hell. So what hell are we stepping into, huh?
Maybe the Nightmare Imperium again? That was pretty nightmarish.
I don't think the Hellandic Separatists would have access to that.
I don't know that they wouldn't.
Yeah. I think they mean literally they will attempt to murder us, and that's about it.
Amber holds up a hand. I really want to see this nightmare place because it sounds pretty fucking cool.
You can
It
take my
has its ups
place
and
next time.
downs. That is an interesting point of why you didn't show up, but the rest of us...
Shrugs like, I don't fucking know. Like,
I
just
don't
like,
know.
I mean, if you guys can pick who gets to go, if you bring me along.
If we get a choice next time, sure. We didn't exactly have a choice, we just kind of were there.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Why are you so excited to see terrifying nightmare creatures?
I mean, I haven't seen them. I don't know if they're nightmarish.
Yeah.
Besides you guys. But I'm not you guys.
Is she just hitting us with the I'm built different?
Basically, yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
Alright, sure then.
You might... You killed everyone in the compound? Yes! I killed them all! But you didn't fight me. Run them hands! Yeah, that's big Amber energy.
Nevertheless, that probably won't happen until we have another longer-term rest, at the very least. So, like Kasai said, where should we go? I think it was Kasai.
It was
Garth's gambling. Okay.
We have a couple of hours to sundown. Enough time to do some traveling. Plenty of firewood and other materials to make shelter if we need such.
Would I be back at this point?
You'll be back out.
Kasai, correct me if I'm wrong, but every Nevros tribe is different in what they value, correct?
She does like sort of like a swaying of her head. Yes and no. Many Nevros tribes pay much homage to combat warfare and their god.
Right.
That is shared.
right.
But what the god values, that will change.
But what we can safely say is that they all value valorous combat, or victory in itself. As such,
Victory,
I believe we
yes.
should go to the trials. If nothing else, as a proof to any tribe that we run into, that we are not just provincial.
If we are going to do this, start looking for trophy pieces. Words are meaningless. Proof, accolade, strength. These are what matter.
tracks with what Ligerato Suyad was presenting. Words don't mean anything, but actions do.
She nods.
Indeed.
Slowly.
Need to point over to the staff that Oriana has, then we already have a starting.
Should we also figure out this? She'll hold on to the sword for now.
It's up to you guys to you guys can determine the equipment lineups out of game. Like, you guys how to do it in session.
Yeah. We'll figure that out some other time. Anyways,
So, we're gonna look for these trial grounds then.
Sounds like a plan to me.
sounds exciting.
We're saying
Sounds like something.
Sounds like some.
See, it sounds like we'll be in trouble again.
Rodra looks to you, Redane, and just clears her throat in a really loud, obvious manner. The message.
Right. We need to send a message.
Oh, I can do that.
In what way?
Depending on, magically, I guess. If I know the person, at least.
You've seen Malcolm. That will be sufficient.
Yeah, that'll be sufficient. What message? 25 characters. The words, I mean. Sorry. It's my first time really doing this.
Noted. She crosses her arms and puts a hand to her chin and just begins thinking. Out of game, I don't have a message prepared. And it's a NPC sending a message to another NPC, so I'm not going to be anal about it.
Yeah,
It will
but
go
I'll
along
use-
the lines of... We need to speak whenever you finish under the mountains. Come back the way you came, but more northern. Find us. I think it's around 25 words.
Yep.
What does it look like when Brendan casts sending? Yeah, I know he's not in conscious awareness of his magic, but that's
Yeah.
where what does it look
No,
like?
Brendan takes off a bit of his horn and will whisper into it, and will like scrunch it in between his hands and like open his hands, and it will like turn into dust and start flying on the wind in the direction.
Flies in like mostly western but slightly southern direction. Roger just raises her eyebrow at that. The ways of magic were always peculiar.
To be honest, I'm not great with magic. I just sort of do what comes naturally.
You're like some of my kin, then. Very well. She looks to you, Rude, and nods. That will be satisfactory.
For at least the time being, Rodra will be joining.
For the most part, the vagrants are okay. I mean, Tolis is ecstatic. Tolis just likes meeting new people. Zal is like, ugh. Amber like rubs where she got punched, but she has like a smirk on her face, like a haha.
I mean, like, was this not what she was planning? What she was expecting?
Yeah, we got to play to the bit.
Yeah.
Cue the Joker meme.
It's what
No,
you
no, no.
fucking
Wrong
deserve.
She just scans across all of you. She's not scowling at you guys, but she doesn't have the best straight face on right now. At the dead air that has suddenly been conjured.
Well, that's
So George is sort
awfully
of
surprising.
tilts his greatsword over his shoulder, gives her a nod, and says, "Welcome," and then just back to business.
Nice. She just sort of looks at all of you. Let's be on with this. Where to? We're going to Suyad. It should be west of here. Maybe a bit north, but mostly west. We gotta talk about the traps. you know, still got some holes in my leg here. You know, we just gotta skip past the traps.
Yes, we're going to actively skip past that and completely ignore the threats.
All right, cool. You go first.
Would
Nevertheless,
y'all
that
still
is
have the
of concern.
arrow out?
I
I think
imagine
Lambert is just sort of idling with it.
'Cause I don't think I saw that.
From Lambert's observation, it seems to match up with the bolt that was shot into you last night.
That right. And the message with it?
Face
Then
back
back up,
or
face
turn back or
hell.
face hell.
Backwards.
So not exactly friendly.
No.
Do they
It's
mean
written
that
in
literal
very-
sense?
Very straight script, like literally just a bunch of like T, we've done it, T. Like there's no penmanship or calligraphy to this. It is a blunt message, like engineer script. If you've ever seen
Right.
that, or chicken scratch as they call it.
The idea isn't lost to me that we were attacked previously by people who had a devil in their midst. The use of hell might be more literal.
I thought as much.
Especially since it seems that the devils in that group were acting upon the information that we were going to be heading north in the first place. I believe that's what the man said.
He takes it and hands it over to... Actually, Lambert has it, right?
Lambert has it, yeah.
Do you pick up any residual of fiends on this?
He shakes his head. There are no intrinsic desecrations on it or anything. Scents, traces.
I doubt at this point trying to track back where the arrow came from would lead to anything.
Does
No.
it smell like anything?
He just wafts it in front of your face. You tell me.
Wiggle,
I
wiggle.
sniff it.
You sniff it. Roll me perception. 20. You give a sniff of it, and it's maybe a little tinge of smoke, like a sort of like smoky scent, like you know, like a
campfire
barbecue.
smoke or sulfur?
Yeah, like a
Yeah.
campfire or barbecue, or when wood burn, it makes smoke.
Gotcha.
You know what? You all know what fucking smoke is. No, not tobacco smoke, not devil's lettuce smoke, like actual wood fire smoke.
Amber didn't get it. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's not Amber's bolt, yeah, or arrow. You're right. She was
Yeah.
throwing knives.
Faintly singed smoke.
Does it look familiar? Like the fletching, the wood, the metal craft itself? Does it look similar to any we've seen from the Hilllanders?
Roll me investigation. You like Lambert side to.
So anyways, this arrow certainly is arrow-like.
Yeah, you had that now 20 earlier, now it's bouncing out, huh? No, it is true to its intent, I guess. Descriptless. Arrow is indeed made of arrow.
Might be worth noting if we see another like it. A warning sign for an enemy in our midst.
The downside is how generic it looks. It'd be hard to pin down. But good
With
to
how
know.
generic it looks, it had to be purposely made to look so generic,
Yeah, good
which
point.
would thusly be its comparison point.
I don't suspect someone who makes an arrow only makes one.
Not unless it's magic.
I suppose, what was that place's cutthroat something? Keep, was
Cutthroat
it?
Keep.
Cutthroat's keep, yep. Amber just sort of chimes in. She's like has her legs dunked in the pod, just sort of idling.
That strikes
sure
me
y'all
as
don't
the
forget-
kind of place that might have some sort of inkling of what this might be.
No, totally. there's got to be someone in Cutthroat's Keep that handles, supplies, makes that sort of stuff. There's got to be something.
So once we've completed the trials, that could be another point of interest on the map.
Can I
It's fairly
insight?
distant.
What's up,
Can
Bob?
I insight her? This feels like
Sure.
a yes. This
Sure.
does fit my plan.
sure.
Oh, yeah, no,
Yeah,
100%, yeah. Although what she's saying doesn't sound inaccurate.
So rolling against a rogue, lol.
Can I
You can do your own roll.
Yeah, sure. How many dice do I have? I still have some Kensai dice. Yeah, fuck it.
Lol.
So anyways. Oh god, I rolled so bad on those dice too. What the fuck?
You think, is this
Big
self-serving to Amber? That's very likely knowing who she is as a person. But
It doesn't mean she's not.
Amber
right.
has never fucked you with this, like with that sort of stuff.
Oh, that way.
Why would she start now? She must be telling you the truth. Surely there must be, by some statistical comparison point, must be amongst the criminals of the North someone that has that information up there.
Right. Like, yes, it's self-serving, but I'm right.
Yes.
You can't say I'm wrong.
Does she know that? Yes, she knows that. I mean, she might not know them, but she knows that.
Well, also that's very far north, so on the way over there we might still get attacked by this group anyways.
Good, then we can eliminate them.
Maybe
What
not the
of the
entire
students?
group, but- Oh, look at us. We have plan of action.
So
What
trial,
of them?
still dance, then move.
If you guys want, I can go to the trial myself. Okay, he ain't going alone, alright? He ain't going alone, alright? I'm at least
You
going
die
with
very
him.
quickly. Yes.
I think we can all, Mariko says, like looking between the vagrants, agree that we'd all go with him. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm glad there's that solidarity. However, if just you pass the trial, then we have problems trying to convince you.
Not if I bring back something like a trophy, right? He says, look at Kasai, who just nods once, like, yep. And from the way Ligarata Suya described it, he says that the entire tribe went through the trial, so I don't think it's a one-person endeavor. I think an entire group can win the trials.
True. But as a counterpoint to just you all going alone, we are being watched, points at the arrow, so us separating could just be a point of, well, someone finding a weakness and taking advantage of it.
I'm inclined to agree.
Trials then. Still dance later.
Yep, the dead ain't getting any deader. So,
I mean, they are
Yes.
probably... whatever.
But they might...
undead aren't getting any undeader.
No,
happy.
but the numbers might increase.
Ah, shit.
By that point, they might decrease by happenstance of natural elements, other tribes, or whoever's hunting us.
Well,
Amber
whichever
just shrugs.
group is
We'll never
hunting us
know.
At this point, I think we have two different groups hunting us.
Agreed. We never will. But what we do know is we split up, we'll be weaker.
Bad point, boss. Alright, let's go to the trial ground. Where are they exactly? Ligaratsuya didn't exactly point to an exact spot on the map. He just sort of told us like a general direction. Boswins are both like awkwardly rubbing their neck like, yeah, we didn't think that part through.
I'm sure we can find it. How difficult could it be?
Roger rolls her eyes.
It's likely that they left signs to guide the right people there. We'll have to find them.
Right.
Potentially part of the trials is finding the trials itself, actually.
Ooh, that's smart. If we need to, I have some ideas. But let's get closer first.
Then we should get our things and be on our way.
I want to stay in the pond a little longer. Fine. Amber brings her legs out of the water and is like kicking off the water and putting back on her boots. Anything else you guys want to do here?
Sort out the weaponry thing? Just
Up to you guys.
Right.
Basically, I just-
The sword could be put to good use by. Was
Big
it
man.
Vaso?
Yeah,
Or
barbarian.
no, Zal is the
Lots of sword and board.
sword and board.
I'm thinking Zal.
Let me
Zol ain't using no one-handed weapon.
It could be
That's what I was
two-handed.
thinking Vaso for.
Vaso, yeah, sure.
Yeah, but it's a puny two-handed. You don't want that. You want big.
You know what? Fair. he
Big,
did that
strong.
two-hander.
Big dick energy two-handed,
too
yeah.
large to be too large, too crude to be called a weapon.
Exactly.
Sure, and giving him a magic weapon is probably pretty beneficial. It would be either that or the
Oh, what's the
staff.
busters?
Fair, you know, fair. So we can either have the corpse slayer longsword or the staff. I'll give him the longsword for now because it more fits him. When we go to the still dance, that might change, but for now, let's just give him the corpse slayer.
Wherever the corpse slayer is, it's best to have Lambert around it. So if we divide
Yes.
up, make sure that's near
Lambert
him.
can't turn undead, mate.
Oh, never mind then.
He's not a
Never
Clark
mind.
anymore.
This
He's not
concept
Clark
is
anymore.
pointless.
Paladins get it too, don't they?
Nope.
What?
Only
They get
Clark.
channel divinities that are like specific, but they don't get like a turn undead one. I think.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Yeah, no, it was a channel divinity for Korik, and he had a different thing.
Paladin.
It's not turn undead for them, like Crush is saying.
There's like a turn Fey one if you go Oath of Ancients, but that's
That's
about
the
it.
one, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only generic one they all get is Harness Divine Power, which is haha spell slots.
Supposed to like go boom.
Spell slot go burr.
Okay, I will rectify that to the sheet. I'll put Corpse Slayer alongside.
Oh, do we want to like
Nice.
take a short rest real quick?
If you want, sure.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we'll need time to get our
Oh.
stuff together anyways.
Okay.
You mocking me, Garth?
Yes.
It's your guys' claws to bear. You guys are burning daylight, but if you guys aren't in a rush, it doesn't matter as much.
Yeah, I was just gonna mention if we are going to be heading out straight away, or do we have enough time for a short rest?
It's up to you guys. Short rests only take 10 to 30 minutes in my games, so
Okay.
Amber would have ample time to go take a swim in the water.
Yeah, I think it's probably worth it to go at full speed. We can get our stuff together, catch our bearings slowly, then go out with as many resources as possible in case we do
Yeah.
damage.
At this point, you guys are traveling with such a large cadre of people and through forested terrain that you're out. People on the steeds would go faster than everyone else, but only them. So unless you guys want to split the group, which I don't think you guys do, you guys are basically traveling at the speed of whoever's the slowest.
Yeah.
The weakest chain of the weakest link of the chain sort of style. So basically, you guys are traveling at the speed of people because you guys are the slowest creatures in this group of animals and people. So you guys take a short rest. In that time, can all of you roll me perception? All right. Well, seems Ninja's holding us up today.
That's my health.
Oh
Don't worry
my-
about
Oh my
that.
God.
I was rolling health.
The
I was
hell?
rolling health. Ignore that.
I remember you guys do get 2 songs of rest when you take a
Oh,
rest.
it's 2 songs,
that.
right? So I need another d6.
Correct.
So it's another 3, so 24. 40. I'm maxed. Alright, cool. And then temp HP is 8?
You guys should be fully healed anyways.
Yeah, because of the healing spirit last session, right?
Oh,
Right,
I
yeah.
forgot about that.
Yeah, you guys should be totally, absolutely healed because that's like 10d6 healing in 1 minute. So
I did not know about that, so I didn't
You-
heal.
yeah, okay, just heal back to full. Just heal back to full. So the only real reason you guys would grab a short rest now is narration, because that just makes sense, but also resources. Aside from
I gained one spell slot back.
You get one spell slot back. Nice.
I get
Dig 'em
back.
again. Alright, so let's see the perceptions.
24,
I'm still missing.
It's so divided between shit and not shit.
Yeah, we got 25. We got
I rolled a
15,
19, which is the highest I've rolled.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so to those of you who
That's not
succeeded,
above
and you
20.
know if you succeeded because you have an above 20 fucking perception result. Jesus Christ. You guys catch out in the distance, so not nearby, obviously, that every now and again there is the movement of animals, critters, birds flying away. It's like Hunt Showdown. And thank you. And so on like that. But it happens at multiple points, at multiple times, in all sorts of different directions. And you would think, logically, that it's like some sort of animal, pack of animals, so on. But the thing is, that would trail, because animals can't instantly teleport. Laughs and Blink Dog, that's the one exception. That aside, animals don't instantly teleport around, right? So if you guys caught movement 300 feet east of you, it wouldn't be the same animal as 500 feet north of you, because it can't move 800 feet instantaneously in that quick a manner. So you might think, okay, maybe it's just multiple animals. Maybe. And that's a fair analysis. But when it happens so frequently, so very, very frequently, over the course of a mere 10 minutes, you guys can't help but feel that there's something up in the woods.
Got to 7. That's concerning.
Should we
What's
have the
concerning?
familiars inspect? Just points over to the woods and explains what he saw.
Oh, I didn't see that. Thanks.
They detail it out to you guys, this sus activity.
No, I don't think I will.
Okay, understandable. I saw him vent in tree.
No.
Vote Garth out.
Ironically, that's probably what a blink dog would look like. So.
Yeah.
Do you want to investigate? No, you should send the familiars. That's the smarter play.
Choice of the people that hold familiars, although Ninja's AFK, so.
Rip.
Huh? What are we doing? Sorry, I was distracted by... I'm still struggling with mentally... with swimming. The idea of so much water in one place is still a little foreign to me.
Exchange and be
That
like,
makes
oh my
sense.
god, all this water. Meanwhile, Amber's like stripped down and just swimming idly, enjoying herself.
The threat of being attacked by arrows really does not stick with you that much.
Brendan is totally not watching.
I'll have you know that arrows don't go through water that well.
Is she like
Arrows
under
do.
the water, or is she just on the surface?
She bobs. She sometimes goes under, sometimes she comes back up. Depends.
They don't go through me that well either. Most of the time.
Pawing at the wall.
Eventually, Amber does get out and get back, because it only takes, like, it's super quick to put on light armor.
Yeah, basically
Comparatively
just put
to
on
any other.
pants.
I think it's what, like,
I think it's only an action.
yeah, see, you're right. It's a round.
Yeah. It's literally 6 seconds you can put on
Oh.
armor.
So our recommendation is
Ooh.
send the familiars, but we don't have familiars, so it's up to y'all.
It's up to the 2 people that have familiars.
Ari, would you mind having a quick look around?
Okay.
Thank you.
If you want to send June.
Yeah, he just turns around and knocks. Can you scout it?
It begins fluttering off of you and away from you. Zzz.
Brendan will sit down and try and watch through Aura's vision.
I thought about this a second ago. Could we have seen if fuck, brain? There we go. Amber. Does she have like tattoos and scars on her?
Oh, you're looking, huh? You and Brendan looking? Huh? Oh yeah.
Brendan's unabashedly looking. I think it popped.
I am not looking.
Hey,
I
hey,
am
Anushka.
not. I'm mostly trying to see if she has
And
like,
that's a
tattoos and
really good deception roll.
Bitch, he ain't looking. I don't know what you're thinking. He is not looking.
We could use that deception roll.
Silas is looking.
Respectfully.
Okay, so
I'm
Amber
not looking
doesn't-
well.
Amber does not catch Brendan looking at the very least.
Does Oriana give a shit? I have a flat. I'd have to roll really good. Yeah, fuck it. Let's see if she can. Nah, she just be looking.
When she
Go
comes
to-
out of the water, she
No.
just smirks at you. And just gestures at herself. You want a portrait commissioned or something? It'll last longer.
I would just do that myself.
You pay yourself then. In terms of
Here's the
scarring,
thing,
none. She has no scarring.
Tattoos?
In terms of tattoos, none as well. She's not
Oh.
invisible.
She's
Invisible
constantly
tattoos.
casting illusion on her.
Damn it, I can't make a portrait. I could do a makeup, but I can't do a portrait.
I can write a song.
Don't worry, Amber's not hiding anything. That's a
Or
weird thing to
mine.
say out loud, but moving on. So you guys send out your familiars.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure that hits both of their ACs.
Yup.
Pop, pop.
As you guys
Alright,
are
guys.
manifesting through the senses of your familiars, you just hear a thunk, and then your feed gets cut.
Ori dies again.
Ori and June are passed from this world, although you guys can just resummon them later.
Well,
Okay.
that was the thing, wasn't it?
Dee just like kind of screams to herself.
Like, no!
Yeah.
You're right. I'm assuming something bad happened. Because you both are just suddenly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We should ready ourselves.
Something's coming.
Was it
They're in the
idiots?
woods over there. Like whatever that was came from the wooded area.
No source of
Yeah.
shooter.
We
Logically, it
don't know.
would be from the woods because it wouldn't come from the sky. But
But what if?